There are enemies. You can see men with rifles, uniforms, a direction of travel. And then there are enemies built like systems, quiet, procedural, deniable. Grey Legion is where the shadow wars turn inward, away from distant theaters and into the most intimate terrain. Any operator has their families, their names, and the lives they tried to build after service. The battlefield is no longer mission space. It's a school pickup line. A medical bill. A custody fight. A phone that pings a tower one too many times. A reputation that collapses overnight because someone decided you should become a villain. Sam Harlan thought he'd done what survival requires: retire, reduce his footprint, keep the Covenant brothers scattered and safe, protect the people who never volunteered for the war. But a program called Grey Legion is designed specifically to punish that instinct. It doesn't recruit warriors, it inventories them. It identifies vulnerable veterans, isolates them with manufactured disgrace and institutional-looking pressure, then applies leverage at scale: a spouse's schedule, a child's route home, a set of warrants that look legitimate enough to make local law enforcement helpful in all the wrong ways. The message is simple and modern: you don't have to die to be controlled. You just have to be cornered. Grey Legion's genius, its horror, is bureaucratic. It's coercion that wears the costume of patriotism. Disaster response NGOs become cover. Commercial drones become airborne leash collars. Off-the-shelf surveillance becomes a professional manhunt when coordinated by people who understand tradecraft. And the propaganda layer is the final lock: forced missions are staged and broadcast as veteran terror attacks, manufacturing a public narrative that justifies hunting the very men being blackmailed. It isn't one traitor inside the Brotherhood. It's a pipeline built to create traitors, to squeeze pain until compliance feels like the only remaining form of love. Harlan's role in this book is not just tactical, it's moral. His arc begins with the old Covenant instinct: protect our own quietly. But quiet doesn't work against a machine built to operate under the threshold of accountability. As families disappear and reputations are detonated, Harlan must do the one thing he has resisted for years: pull the brothers back together and fight in the open shadows, knowing that the moment they stand up, they become visible targets, and visibility is the currency Grey Legion spends. The tone is rural grit and precision violence: ranch lines of fire, farmhouse defense layers, border corridor interdictions, and small unit tactics that stay plausible and brutal. Interludes from Grey Legion leadership: cold intake processes, leverage dossiers, and family packages keep the threat clinical, not cartoonish. This isn't a villain monologue, it's an operational workflow. At the center stands Commander Silas Vale, a disgraced former Tier 1 operator who believes the country betrayed its warriors and that a warrior-run order is the only honest future. Whether he's an ideological true believer or a man using ideology to sell control, he's built something worse than a hit squad: a private army formed from coerced excellence, ready to be rented to whoever writes the next contract. And that's the deeper warning humming under every chapter: Grey Legion is not the end. It is a node, one piece of a larger governance apparatus forming in the dark. Because if they can take your family, they can take your aim. If they can take your name, they can turn your skill into a weapon against the country and make the public applaud while they do it.